given that this is my first time, I'm not quite sure of the rules. For example, may I take my shoes off?
Yes.
There are no rules.
Make your own rules, I like that. So, I'm sharing a story because why not? And Kyle gave that little YouTube thing, and then Katie was like, share a story, and I was like, all right, it's okay. So here we are, talking about gods and monsters. And so when I was thinking, what does that mean to me, I thought immediately of Percy Jackson. So, oh, thank you, one person. I appreciate you. I just needed one, I just needed one. Just one person to affirm me. But then I started to think more, and I was like, oh no, we're gonna go deep. So we're gonna go deep tonight with this story. So when I'm thinking of a monster, you could go literal, you could go metaphorical, you could go kind of abstract or practical, either way. I'm going to go literal, abstract, and practical with my own life. And the monster being depression. Real, real, real. So we're gonna go there tonight. We're gonna go mental illness, we're gonna go mental health, because that's where I wanna be. And I think it'll be a good story. So my sophomore year of college, man, college. Can we just have a minute for college?
Yes.
You made it through, okay? Could we wreck people's lives more in 4 years? That's my question. That's how I feel about college. So halfway through college, you realize your world is not what you thought it was. You kind of have a meltdown, or maybe that's just my story. I found myself sophomore year lying on the ground, not sure what was up or down. I don't know. Probably the one who had that. You have it's like the midlife college crisis, maybe. So I found myself trying to do my film production homework in my friend's dorm room, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me why I didn't care. I just didn't care. I didn't have vision for my life. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I was gonna make movies. I was like, yes, this is where I'm going. And then one day I realized I just didn't care about film. And that was a hard thing. I didn't have vision. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know who I am. It's a lot on a person. And sometimes when you're in that space and you're feeling that depression, you end up in the psychiatric hospital, okay? This is a real talk. This is a real talk, all right? So I'm a survivor of that space, which is not even to say it's a bad place, because I'm like, dang, saved my life. I ain't mad, real talk. Thank you, psychiatric hospital. Thank you. So I found myself sophomore year of college having a mental breakdown in the, it was like the nurse's place or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm weeping so loudly. I'm like, someone just help me. They're like, get in this cop car, we're gonna take you. We think this would be good for you. And I'm like, all right, I give up, I wanna kill myself, which sounds dramatic, but it was real, okay, people? Real talk, suicide is real. When you get to the end of your rope, you don't know, and that's okay. It's okay to not know. It's literally okay. So, I'm in the back of this cop car, we're going to Toledo. I'm calling my parents being like, I don't know what's happening, but here I am, I'm going because I think it'll be good for me. And so I get to this psychiatric hospital, freak out because health insurance, good God, can we get something that helps people? I can't figure out if it's covered or not. I just want help, I don't know what to do. Someone just tell me I can go in. Is it okay, is it not okay? Finally we get in. Praise God, okay? We're getting there. Woo! Health insurance. Let's get that fixed. Please. That's ridiculous, okay? So, finally get in there, right? So I don't know if any of you have been to the psychiatric hospital. It's not a typical experience for people, but if you have, it's a good space. I found it good. I've heard some people not. I think it's healthy sometimes. For me, it was super healthy. So you're in there, and it's essentially it's not like what you see in the movies. Everything you see in the movies is not how it actually is. It's very much like a community. I'm actually convinced that the deepest community I experienced in my life was in the psychiatric hospital. I, to this day, say that. We were all surviving, and we all knew it was hard. And that life was hard, and we were in it together. I have not experienced that anywhere else but in the hospital. So I'll attest that the best community I've had has been with people with mental illness, myself included. So, that being said, monsters, depression, it's in me, great. Okay, we've got all that covered. But, here's a few moments we want to kind of sit in, right? We each have our own rooms, and it's kind of separated. You got the older people on this side, you got the younger people on this side. I'm in the younger crowd. I don't know, let's just put me there. you got Nancy, and she's trying to get me to like sell rockets or something for her garden, and I'm just trying to be like, okay, like that's cool, I'll help you, because I can tell she just wants someone to help her, and I'm like, oh, I'll do that for you, like I can do that. And then you've got Amanda, who's been in there for like 4 weeks, and she's giving me chocolate milk from the fridge, and we're like sneaking it late at night. And then you got this other guy who's like totally level-headed, just reading books and stuff. And then I'm over here coloring. Another person's trying to figure out how many ways she could actually kill herself with the thing still in the psych ward. I'm intrigued by it because I'm like, you're right. You could stab yourself with a pencil. I didn't think of that. You know? You got another woman who's screaming. That's kind of uncomfortable because you're like all trying to, not think about the fact that you're in the ward. And then you just got like just watching TV and stuff. We're just living life. It's just in a hospital. It's totally fine. Okay? So I'm there 5 days, right? Facing a monster, which is the fact that I just don't want to live anymore. I don't really see a point. I have no vision, right? So then where is God? Where is God in the monster? Where do we find ourselves? Wherever that is in our life, when we come to the end of our rope, we ask, like, well, what is God? Is there God? Who is God? Right? And so in the psych ward, like, I'm at the end of my rope, and all my carefully, culturally constructed ideologies of religion just smash to the ground because no matter how much I pray or think I know God, I don't. I don't even know if there is a God. If there's no God, what's the point? I'm frustrated. I don't know what's up and down. I'm so lost. And in that ward, I said, Jesus, if you're real, like, I need you to show up because I got nothing. And that's like a typical, like, testimonial story. I'm not here to give you one of those. I'm just sharing my story, all right? In the middle of the ward, I got nothing. I don't know where to turn. And I can't even tell you if God met me in the psych ward. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm not here to tell you I met Jesus. I'm not here for that. I'm here to say I made it out of the psych ward and I'm alive 5 years later, all right? So that's what I'm here to tell you, okay? And for me personally, that is through, like, believing and knowing the divine in a way that's intimate and personal. Because if I didn't, I don't think I could do it. I gotta be honest with you. I tried. I was at the end of my rope trying to figure out logically how I could, and I couldn't. So that's why I call myself a person of faith. Like, this is just how my world's been constructed. And so for me, God is very much real because if not for God, I would not be here. And I mean that in a very logical way, in a personal way, and in just the work that I do in Akron, and just in general, like just caring about people. Like, people just to know you're loved and stuff. Like, we're all pretty cool. Like, we're pretty rad, And we make it through stuff. We're resilient people. So, yeah, that's where I ended when I was thinking of God and monsters. I was thinking of my own monster, and I was thinking of my own God. And I was thinking about how that's different for all of us, and our journeys all bring us to a certain space of knowing in that. And I just wanted to share that with you all.